Then I started seeing about this PULP App. I just saw it has got good collection of 32,000 questions, and I never really got bored while doing those stuff because I really got inspired and I really like your user interface. I really got inspired from your app. That's why I really wanted to thank them. I really sent from the bottom of my heart when I got this rank. PULP played most of the roles. Customization of test I never saw anywhere. I have used almost 5 to 6 apps in this journey. I have never seen anywhere that customization of the test and switching off from correct to incorrect, how much time we took. And so I got to know where my weak zones were.
I would start by just please introduce yourself, and I would love to know about your rank and just the plans where are you planning to go from?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Saravana Prathap. I did my BDS in RBS Dental College and Hospital, Coimbatore. I passed out during the year 2016, and after that, I started my clinic practice in 2018. Actually, I started my own dental clinic. Initially, I was not interested in doing MDS much. After finishing after passing out in 2016, I really don't have idea what to do further. I really had a lot of confusion during those times. And I took a break nearly 6 months to decide what to do next. So after that, I decided to start my clinic practice. Then I started my own clinic during the year of 2018. Then January, I started my clinic. Then 2018 December, one of my friends, his name is Nov, he used to be very much interested in this preparation. So he always used to tell me, you just come and just give the exam. I really don't have any idea what he is telling me. I also was not that much interested. I was not at all interested when he calls and speaks, just come and give. I used to tell him, no, I'm not interested. I don't come into this. Then he told me 2018 December, he just called me and told, just come to Chandigarh. Don't tell me anything. Just come to PJ Chandigarh, just apply now and just come to PJ Chandigarh. So I was interested in traveling during those days. So I thought, okay, let me see North India a little bit. Since I'm from South, I thought, okay, let me visit Delhi, Chandigarh. So just for sightseeing, I applied and I went. During that time, I didn't have any MCQ book. I just simply went and just because for him. And that visit changed my perception entirely. During those days, I stayed in PJMR for 4 days that time. I really saw the people, they were really very much pumped up and they were so interested, and that really inspired me after seeing those people. Then when I returned back from Chandigarh, then I thought, okay, I also have to try this doing preparation for MDS. Then initially I didn't join any coaching center. I really don't have any idea what to do next. So what I did is, out of excitement, I made actually a lot of mistakes during this journey, because I started in 2018 December and it ended in 2022 December. So it's almost 4 years of journey. But I didn't do full-time preparation at all. So mostly I used to do sometimes, I used to not to do sometimes. So what happened is, so after coming here out of excitement, I ordered almost every MCQ books available in the market. So
right. That's not very uncommon that people start there.
Yeah, since I was like an infant, I really don't know what to do. There is no one to guide me during those initial days. So I really ordered almost every MCQ book. And but I forgot that I also have to read everything and I also have to go through revise. Later only I realized that mistake. So I really used to get confused as to which book to refer, which MCQ I should do, what should I do. So during that time, I just gave the aims after 3 months of preparation. I just gave, my rank came around 300. Then I thought, okay, I should do further a little bit. Then I studied by like myself. I did my preparation like that. Mostly I used to solve MCQs alone, because when I go deep into explanation, I will read, but I will forget later. So I just do MCQs. I did like that only. From MCQ book I didn't do any mock-up test, nothing. Then during that year NEET, around 2019 NEET, I got some 1,000 ranks. So Again, my friends told, okay, it's nice that you, without any guidance, you just got up to this, so you can try a little bit. Then again, I thought, okay. Then I joined some coaching institute, online coaching. So I joined. Then I thought, okay, I should. I got a little bit idea what to do further. Then slowly I made my progress. Since I am into clinical practice, I don't get much time. So I used to practice from morning, and if there is some consultation, I used to do in afternoon. Again, night I don't get, like I will return home by 9 only. So most of the times I used to read between only 10 to 4. From 10 to 4 only I used to get, because during morning hours I used to sleep or either work during afternoon and all. So like that only I studied, and I'm also a very lazy person. Like I never take notes. People used to tell that you should take notes, you should put timetable, you should be very serious in your preparation. Since but I was not at all doing those stuff. And again, in one aims, I got around 50th rank. Then I thought, okay, still I need to improve a little bit. Then again, I continued this journey. Then by next aims, I got around 40th rank. Still, I was like, still how long I have to do this, I don't know. It's been around 2 to 3 years now. So I thought, but people around me, they used to tell me, how long you're preparing like this, how long you're studying like this, why you're doing like this. If it comes, you just go for it. If it doesn't come, you just accept and just move on from it. Don't stay there and don't prepare so long. But I always used to tell people, I had no issues because I'm already doing my clinical practice. I am just doing this just to improve my career. So if I get, it's like, if I get, it's like, there is no loss in it for me. I can continue my clinic practice now. If I get, I can improve my career further. If I don't get also, there is no loss in it for me. So I never bother. So I keep on trying again and again. Then I was in that another NEET I gave. In that next year, 2021, I think, not 2020, 2021 there was no NEET. So 2020 NEET, I got around 377 rank. During that time, most of my friends told, okay, but now you don't get good clinical branch. I belong to some general category, so I don't get good clinical branch for that rank. But few people advised me, okay, you came until this, you just give up now and take whatever branch you get. You will get good government college, you will get, but don't care about the post. But I was not satisfied myself. I told, I'm going to prepare another year. They were like, are you crazy? How long you are going to do like this? They were like, what you will do again if you don't get? Okay, you are telling that next year also you will do this, but there are 30,000 people will give. Again, what is the assurance that you will get like this? And there are many thousands of people staying in separate rooms like PGs, and they do, each day they do the 10 to 12 hours of preparation, and you are going to compete with them. You rarely get time. So they used to talk all these stuff. But I was very stubborn with it. I told, even though if I don't get also, it's okay, but I will never apply for the counseling that year. So they told me he's pagal, he's like a mad person. Okay, then I thought, okay, I will try another year. I was like little bit pumped up that year. Okay, I should never give up. I will get a good rank like that. But again, by next year, NEET, it took around 1.5 years that time. I was very hopeful. Okay, at least by this time I will get a seat. But again, I got very shocked. I got just 295 rank. Again, this time also, I might not get good clinical marks. Then people around me, like, they are like, yeah, I told you, that time itself. So again, you don't get good clinical branch this 2022 NEET. But after that, what I did is I never told anyone that I'm going to give the exam again. Because again, they will tell me that he will never change. He will be like this forever. So after that, what I did is, then only I downloaded this PULP App. I came across this PULP App. I was very low and depressed during that time. And I rarely talk with people. I stopped talking with them. I stopped socializing then. Even though I do clinical practice, but this is my 12th exam, this recent INICET. So you can imagine how much frustrated, how much saturated I am. So I didn't tell anyone. Yeah, then I started seeing about this PULP app. I just saw it has got good collection of 32,000 questions, and I never really got bored while doing those stuff because I really got inspired and I really liked your user interface and lot of stuff. I got really excited when I used to face new questions while giving exams. I really used to get excited. Usually it happens in AIMS exams. Like every time we used to study something and they used to ask something. So we used to get frustrated. But I used to think from where they are thinking like that, how they pick the questions, how they can think like this. I never forgot one term, oligopliodontia. I never heard this. And it's a condition called hypodontia with supernumerary. That is less teeth. Also at the same time, they will have more number of teeth. It is the answer. After checking out the answer, I was shocked from where they did find this term. So they're genius people, really. So after every exam, I got my various kind of experiences. Then I thought, okay, this time this experience alone will be enough for me, but I need a little bit improvement. So what I did is just before form, I took nearly 1 month break so that to avoid mental saturation. Then I downloaded this PULP app and I really went through questions. I got so much interested because there used to be a lot of different kind of questions, which is used to, so I used to like when I face that kind of questions, when I face unknown terms, unknown concepts, I used to be really interested. So I thought, okay, I should finish all the 32,000 questions. I will try to finish as much as possible, but it's not easy. I thought, okay, there is only 4 months left, but I should finish. Even if I take 1,000 questions per day, it will take me a month and there will not be much time for revision. But I made up my mind. It's okay. Even if I have clinic practice, I will do this. I will try to finish it as much as possible. Then whenever I came across new concepts when in that questions, I really got inspired from your app. That's why I really wanted to thank them. I really sent from the bottom of my heart when I got this rank. PULP played most of the role because in this 4 months only, it changed a lot in my this preparation phase. I realized where I'm making mistakes and how I should improve. So usually I do over attempt, like whenever out of 200 questions, I used to attempt 199 or 200. So what happens? Because of negative marking, my rank will go each and every time. So this time after giving test in PULP, and I used to ask my friends, I don't know where I'm doing mistakes all this time. So one of my friend told, you are doing mistakes in attempting. So you just do from next time when you do, that is just 2 days before INICET, I asked her. I really don't know. Yeah, I got prepared this much. Just only one person I told, only me, my mom, and that girl, no other person I told that I'm going to give exam. Whenever they ask them, I used to tell, no, I quit the preparation. I don't want to do MDS. I hate MDS. Just to avoid getting embraced again. So even my mom used to tease me. Like one king, he went nearly 18 times to capture something. You already went 12 times. So it might be 13. If you do now, it's going to be a 13th time. I will tell, even if I don't get 13th time, I will definitely go for 14th time. So she was like, she also used to get irritated all these because of these stuff. But I thought, okay, I just keep doing my work and automatically the result comes. If not today, maybe some other day I can get the result which I wanted. And I also used to tell myself always, you are just going to do PG only once in your life. So you need not be in a hurry, like whatever you get, you need not take. If you and you need to be correct only once in your this phase. Only once if you get correct, it will definitely transform your life within a night or within a day. It will definitely transform your life. Until then, we have to keep working, I thought. So I kept on working. And one more thing which I liked is in your app, I never saw that what to say that you have one this thing when we review like how much when we change from correct to incorrect, you will put that you have changed.
Yeah, it's the second chance.
Like 10 questions. Like and from incorrect to correct 5 questions. How much time we took? I never saw that feature anywhere. And I even used to tell my friends, probably, see, I found out one app. It used to be very great. They have almost everything, every feature which we need. And this feature, I really have to tell you and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Customization of the test. Usually what every app does is they used to post the questions, they used to tell mock test, daily test, everything. But you used to have customization of the test because everyone will have a separate weak zones, separate strong zones, and it will not be same for everyone. And even study technique will be different for everyone. Even if I tell everyone, it will not, if I tell now, it will not suitable for everyone. Everyone has a unique way of reading and unique technique. So customization of the test, I really like, and even we can set number of questions and number of minutes also I can set, and I can put together all my weak zones into one stuff, and I can concentrate more on that. And I really like so many features. I just have to tell them. So that's why I am telling you this. I never saw those features. Customization of test, I never saw anywhere. I have used almost 5 to 6 apps in this journey. I have never seen anywhere that customization of the test and switching off from correct to incorrect, how much time we took. And so I got to know where my weak zones were. And most of the times I used to go wrong hard and very hard questions. Always I used to go wrong. Maybe if there are 22 hard, very hard questions, I used to get correct only 8 very hard questions. Most of the questions will be
that's not a bad ratio, by the way.
Yes.
Like from if out of 22, if you got 8 hard questions, right? That's not a bad ratio. That's way better than most people, and that's almost helps determine a good rank. But please keep going.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So after this, I also used to do that very hard questions. Then I also want to thank you for conceptual based questions. Like there used to be so many concepts, and when I see large, like 10 lines, 12 lines questions, I used to get excited because that's where we can get the score. Because other people used to feel saturated. How can I read all these 12 lines? But it used to be like when we solve those questions, it will be like a detective solving the stuffs. Like we need to get some clue and we need to exclude all the other 3 options, and we need to come we need to arrive at a right answer. And I also, since it's a long journey, we can never predict. So what I have to say is, you need to enjoy your journey. It's not about a destination. You never know when you will reach the destination, especially in this space. So while you doing the preparation, you just have to enjoy. Don't think I have to study 1 year, 2 years. My all other, like my batchmates got married, they got settled. If you keep thinking like that, you will never be satisfied with ourselves. Just enjoy your journey. If you enjoy your journey, you will never worry about the duration to reach a destination. So that also I want to share with the people, because even so many of my friends, they tried 1 year, 2 years, then they quit. They're really talented people. I even tell them, please don't quit. See, you just don't irritate me, just leave. They used to tell this. Because stuffs are different for every people. Everyone has got a different situation and circumstances. But I also used to tell them, see, if you don't get in a year or 2 years, don't straight away go into MDS. Just start your clinic. Anyway, you will have free time in the initial days. You can simultaneously read, and you can also apply in your clinical practice. They also will ask every time in AIMS, they used to ask recent techniques, recent advancements, recent instruments. So if you like that, you can even apply in your clinic practice. So that will be really helpful. That's what I used to advise. And you can play safe game. Like if you have a clinic, there will not be much stress in your head. If I get okay, if I don't get also, I have a clinic practice to take care. So I need not worry at all. So you will never be stressed in this preparation phase. That's one important point I need to tell. So people will tell, who will give the money for this? If you don't have the money to start clinical practice, morning you can work in clinical, morning and evening you can work, and again you can prepare on your own. So that if you play safe game, you can really feel very relief. There will not be any stress for you when we do like that. So that's what I used to say. And definitely, and already we are a dentist. There is no need to get stressed. I lost in my life. I am a loser. You need not feel at all, because already we are a dentist. No one is going to ask you that why you didn't do MDS, and they are not going to label you as a loser. What patients need is, they used to look at, when they come to clinic, they used to look at the charges which we charge. Then they used to look at the treatment. then word to mouth advertisement. Only these things essential. They are not going to care where you did MDS, whether you did from AIMS or whether you did from GDC or any other private institution. They never care. So you need not be stressed at all. No one is going to label you as a loser. The outside person doesn't even know what's the difference between private college and GDC, and even they don't even see whether we are BDS or MDS. Since I was into clinical practice for the past 5 years, I realized this. So there is no need for us to get stressed, and we also have to enjoy other success so that we also feel happy, really, and we will not feel jealous. I always used to congratulate the people because there are many people who started a journey with me, and they even finished MDS now. I didn't even enter MDS, but I used to celebrate for them also, like, because I will never know when I will have my time. So I will, when they get the seat, I also used to celebrate along with them. I also used to celebrate other success. So that also, that also one plus point, like others also will provide you a lot of support, and they also will motivate you throughout this journey.
This is great. What a beautiful story, Saravana. I just loved it. And what the highlights of the story for me is, number one, of course, is persistence. And it almost seemed like you enjoyed the process and the way it if you're constantly learning, it makes you sharper, and it keeps you sharper in everything you do. And there was somewhere in the back, because of your constant preparation, which was making you a better dentist. And you almost seem to have been enjoying that journey. So that's really great. And I've not heard of too many stories like this. And that's really inspiring. I'm sure there are many dentists out there who are in the similar stage in which they are running their clinics, or they are doing somewhere else. So sometimes they might be even waiting to take on the next role or do the next opportunity. And this is an inspirational story to keep pushing and preparing. And you were getting good ranks. In spite of that, and you could have gone and settled, but you didn't settle. You decided to keep going in the path because you knew what you wanted. I wanted to, let's come back to some of the things that you mentioned. I wanted to show your metrics, and especially tell me, how much time did you use PULP in period of time, in months?
One day I took a screenshot, sir. Maximum one day I used 7 hours. During that day, I solved 2,100 questions I practiced, and around 500 questions I did revision that day. My average time, I set a goal 3 hours during my last month of preparation, but I used to solve almost 5 to 6 hours minimum average on each and every day. So maximum, I even took a screenshot of that, so that
I'll show you your number of attempts. Like in the total time period was barely like a couple of months to how much time, right? Like, and doing so many questions in that much time, I'm not surprised you did so well. So let me just show you like your prep DNA. Let me just see. Yeah, okay, I have it here. So this is what we call prep DNA. This is not showing the whole prep DNA. There's more to the left of this. But first thing over here that I saw was you're looking at the number of attempts. If within a short time of just a couple of months, if you do over 42,000 attempts, your brain is getting wired to understanding these things. And the revisions were also almost 10,000 revisions. And these are things that you must have got wrong, and then we presented it to you because the algorithm presents things to you again. And you also kept in mind the features that you were saying, right? Like you're correcting, you're making a change from correct to a wrong answer, or right, how much time you're taking to get the correct option, or we give you a second choice, right? Like
Yes.
You make a wrong option, you choose a wrong option, and you can, and then your second attempt, you get it right. It makes you, trains your brain to not just do a fluke, but, make an effort. So I was, this is the first thing that I noticed, that within a short time, you did such a huge number. The second thing is, this is mostly like greens and yellows. Like there's a little bit, it seems microbiology has a little bit that you need to continue to improve, but everywhere else, whenever you are in this consistently, what I've seen in this chart, green and yellow range, the people do well, because you are in the in the top few percentile, like definitely in the top quartile on all the topics. People are good in a few topics, but you're in all the topics, you're in the top quartile. The other thing on consistency, I'll say, is like this tells you that so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, except for this Thursday in this week, I just picked up 1 week at random, right? Like in this time period. And you did overall, you did your weakness practice, you did deep revision. Deep revision presents to you all your previous mistakes and similar questions based on your previous mistakes. So it will also show you new questions that are similar to the ones that you got wrong. So doing these two things consistently was great. And you, of course, were taking daily tests quite consistently too. So anyway, like I didn't want to show too many charts. This is more about you, but I was just, the metrics show how much effort and how much consistency you put into it. Your whole story, as I was listening through it, I was just thinking that this could inspire a whole category of people. Like I know dentists. My niece, by the way, is also a dentist. I know so many dentists who are out there, who are at the mark of, should I go on and prepare for this or not? There is always a self-confidence. And so I'm sure, like, when you tell the story, you never doubted yourself, but I'm sure there are times when you doubted yourself. So tell us a little about that.
Yeah, after this NEET, I thought whether I should give up or not, because at some point of time, we have to accept in life that whether it will be working out or not. So then that's the reason I really got burned out, very much saturated, and people around me used to enjoy. They used to enjoy their social life very well. I stopped really going for any marriages. So all my friends used to be angry on me because they used to send me within a week. Once I got 6 invitations, which all I thought is I have to go and attend the marriage, but unfortunately I could not attend. I really made very sure in my mind, I will attend only when I get the seat. I will become socialized myself only when I get the seat. I'm not going to be staying like this. So I really didn't attend any marriage. So everyone used to be very angry on me. They used to come personally. They used to give me invitation. I'm telling them the same story since 3 years. So they were like, at some point of time, they started realizing that whether I'm telling lies to avoid going for any marriages or any kind of stuff. So I thought, okay, whatever they think, it doesn't matter. I have to, at least now I have to isolate myself. And so to avoid that, again, if I start my preparation, like I got just 295, got very upset. If I start by that time, definitely I will not able to control my mind during that time. It will be very much negative. Negative thoughts will be coming during that time. So what I did is I really forgot about that MDS itself. I thought, okay, I will settle with the clinic. Again, the same story. I satisfied myself. Okay, I got 5 years of practice. It's okay. Then what I did is I watched a lot of movies, lot of South Korean dramas I watched. And one drama really inspired me, actually. It is called Dr. Romantic web series. One character used to be the teacher Kim. That character is really inspirational, actually. Whatever hurdles comes, that character used to face with like so much confidence. He used to face, no matter whatever comes, he will never give up. So that character really inspired me. So every day, even just before 2 days before INICET, I used to watch that character's advice.
That is so unique. Like
yes. So
the TV character inspiring you, and
teacher
that's
Kim,
great. Yeah.
teacher Kim. So that he used to give a lot of advice to the people, and he used to be a very great surgeon in that country, in that drama. So I watched almost all 2 seasons and during that time, and that really helped me to get back into the track. So whenever from that then on, I really never felt depressed myself because teacher Kim is there on my side.
That is amazing. That is amazing. So you are on one side of it. There are, I always ask people like, who was your inspiration and who was your support? And I'm sure there are people in your family who were supporting you in the process too. But in this case, you had teacher Kim by your side to help you. And surely works out, right? Like
yes, sir. It really gave me a lot of confidence. I really thought, yeah, that character is real character, and he is great surgeon in South Korea. So I was like, okay. I used to watch almost all every episodes, and even in YouTube Shorts, there used to be some motivation videos of him, his advice. So I used to see every day. And there used to be theme music for him, like when he enter, when he do surgeries. So I downloaded the theme music also in the Spotify. So I used to hear when I saw the MCQs, I feel like myself as teacher Kim.
I'm loving this. That's great. So you were solving PULP, and there was a teacher Kim theme running in behind you. That's great. Was it running in your mind when you were taking the test too?
Myself as a teacher Kim.
That's great.
Because he is a very great surgeon, and he never give up. So actually, that character is very inspiring. So people who are really interested in watching that South Korean dramas, they can really watch it. Can really inspire them. It is a very good character.
No, that's good advice too. I think these are little things. They all add up to something big, right? Tell me about tell me about your typical day. Usually, given the fact that, and because this is especially directed to people who are running their own clinics or who are doing even, working in other people's clinics, because this is a busy day, right? Like you go early in the morning and you're standing all the time. Dentistry is not an easy job because you're standing, you're bending down, you're doing work like that. And you come back tired, and you only have so much time to practice. So tell me a little bit about that. How did you prepare then?
So I used to wake up morning just 10:30. People never believe, but I used to wake up at 10:30 because I used to go to sleep at just 4 or 5 o'clock. So my mom used to scold always, "You will never improve in your life. Who will wake up at 10:30?" So,
but you were working late.
Yes. So, but she always calls me, "You will never be good in your life. You have to get up earlier." But my minimum time is I used to wake up at 10, maximum is 10:30. I used to go, I will rush and go to clinic at 11 o'clock. I used to tell people, since I myself own clinic, I used to give appointments to the people. There is nearby shop, so I tell them whenever some people comes, you just ask them to call me. I will immediately come if they come before. So usually my day starts at 11. I go to clinic. Then sometimes if there is some consultation, afternoon I can't reach home back. So I will be there until some 5 or 5 o'clock. Then 5:30 I will return to home just for tea. Then again I will reach to clinic from 5:30 to 9. Sometimes even it will take 10 because patients will be coming at 9 or 9:30 sometimes. So it takes time. We never know how long it will go, the treatment procedure. And so after that, I come back again. Every day I used to ask my mom, just give me a tea. Then I had a Spotify songs playlist, some 50 to 100 songs in my playlist. So the reason why I play it in background is it will not feel as saturated after a certain point of time. If you don't listen anything, but some people used to feel deviated. But myself, I thought sometimes I used to hear just music alone. I just used to play something run behind me, run in the background, so that I won't feel the time is moving on. At times, I really used to enjoy the music when I hear. I also used to get, like I used to tell you, like that, like teacher Kim, I used to feel, so I never get tired. So even after doing 6 hours, I never get tired if there is a good music behind me. So that's one. So I start my preparation usually at 10:30 or 11, and it will go on sometimes until 4 or 5. My mom used to knock the door and she used to scold me or sometimes beat me. Just sleep at least now. So every day she used to scold a lot. And yeah, my typical sleeping. Sometimes I used to pretend to sleep, like I used to act. I used to solve in tab or my mobile. I used to tell my mom, no, I am sleeping. If she just wakes up, I just keep my phone. I just used to pretend.
And this is when you were practicing?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness.
It takes until 4 I used to do. My time only I can concentrate. During afternoon, if there is no case, I just come to my home and I just take rest. I sleep between 2 to 5. Then I reach clinic again 5:30 to 9. So it was my regular
That's great. And you said like when the time you were doing intense preparation on PULP, you took some time off too?
Yes, sir. In between, I used to take some time, but the reason why I entered again is every day used to send me the notifications. Today, 500 people did revision, 400 people did revision. So after some point of time, I used to get where everyone is studying, only I am not studying. So
that's good. I'm glad that the notifications are working, because we worked a lot on notifications, especially to inspire. Like regularity is so good, right?
Yeah. Then also used to send me weekly reports. Sometimes there used to be 0. I'm going back again, so I should not do like that. So immediately I used to get fear. So I used to come back again to the PULP. And last 2 months I did really intense preparation. Like as you said, every day I kept myself minimum it should be 1,000 to 2,000 questions so that I can finish it faster. And so last 2 months I did continuously. Before that I used to take in between breaks. But your notification used to instill fear in me. So
it's you can fear and inspiration are two sides of the same coin. So that's fine too. It's meant to inspire as well as instill fear when you're not doing
because
it.
everyone is reading like that. So myself only not reading. Then again I will not get good rank this time. So I come back again to that.
Tell me, I would love to hear about if a person comes to you, like imagine I am someone else who's in the same shoes as you were, right? Like who's preparing for just NEET MDS or is preparing for the INICET and time starved or doing like running my own clinic. And any of these characteristics, what would you advise them? If you were to say that, the 2 or 3 things that they should keep in mind as they are preparing, what should those be?
First, regarding preparation tips you're asking there, or regarding that preparation tips you're asking there?
Yes. Mostly like, how would you advise them to prepare?
Actually, since I myself made a lot of mistakes and a lot of experiments myself,
so others can learn from those.
Yeah. So I know what mistakes you should not do rather than what you should do. So
sometimes that's the best advice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I will tell, stick with one book, not like me, like buying 8 books and feeling myself confused 2 to 3 years back. You just have to stick with one book. You just have to believe yourself, because even
or one app.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a combination, sir. One book and one app. One very good app and one book. So you have to stick with that. The more you put, the more you will be confused. So you have to be very clear with it. You have to be very simple. Don't make yourself complex or complicated in this preparation phase. Stick with one book and stick with one app. And it has stages and I also have to advise the people never worry about daily test ranks or mock-up test ranks because I always used to think when we are getting exposed to certain questions, because there are 32,000 questions in our app and there are certain people who got exposed to more number of questions. And in the daily test or in the mock-up test, if the same question, if there is the same question, they can answer easily. First time they will go wrong, but second time they can answer easily. So that doesn't define the true, like if they have got exposed to that question, they can answer easily. If we are not getting exposed, so we can't answer. So we don't need to worry about the ranks and all, daily test or even mock-up test, whatever test. Even if you get 100 rank on the day of exam matters what we do, and the presence of mind is very essential. You have to categorize the controversial questions, like most common fracture to treat, pediatric fracture pattern. There are certain questions which have both the keys as the answer. So you have to separate that controversial questions, because we never know, it's up to the examiner what key they gave during that time. Then we have to be updated of the certain concepts. Like in TMJ position, they have recently updated that. Then splinting time, they have recently updated. So always stay updated. Make sure you are updated in that. And one more stuff which we really miss is community dentistry or community medicine. They are extremely important, but we rarely give the importance to them, because that's where we're really losing the marks during our exam. AIMS is always unpredictable, even NEET. We all know that National Tobacco Day is certain day, but in one exam they ask what is the theme of that National Tobacco Day. So those people always used to surprise us. So you always have to expect the unexpected. So when you are expecting the unexpected, don't lose confidence, because if you don't know, other people also will not know. And when you are making guesses, just don't do a blind guess. Like while doing, especially if it's a numerical one, it's rarely a chance for us to get it correct without knowing. And if it's a direct question, like if we don't know that scientist, we can't answer. We have to accept, yeah, I don't know, and we have to leave that question. That is one important point we have to do. We should not attempt that question. And regarding conceptual based questions, as I told you, you have a lot of conceptual based questions, and referring to standard textbook is must. When you don't understand certain concepts, you can easily ask your friends or your PG mates, because most of my batchmates completed MDS. I had almost friends from every MDS branch. I have every MDS, I have seniors. Even I used to ask my juniors, like even my sub-juniors, they also completed MDS. And so I used to ask them without hesitating. I used to ask them, okay, tell me what are the recent concepts or updates you have in your field. So I used to ask them. They also used to give me a lot of tips. You do, if there are like this, there are like that. Then practically also I used to ask them, if there is a patient comes to you like this, what you will do? If not, what you will do? How you will treat? So that it will help us really. So no matter whatever they ask, if you are really good in our concepts, we can easily solve. Histology diagram is very essential, because that's where we can score easily. Like we have to not just looking certain patterns. Sometimes they just plainly give us the slide and they just ask us what it is. So we can get certain clue. If you saw some blood vessel there or bone or salivary glands, easily we can differentiate from the options. So that's also one important clue I want to share. And most important stuff is enjoy your journey. If you don't enjoy, there is no meaning to it.
That's such an important piece. And it seems from your journey that you enjoyed the journey throughout. I can sense it. And as you're talking through it, and you like the learning. Yes. Dr. Saravana, I would love to hear, like, what's your plan now? Like, which field are you, which specialty are you trying to go for?
Oral maxillofacial surgery is my passion. So, and God gave me like a double dhamaka recently. I was after getting 295, I was not at all, I was depressed. I was not at all interested. But a few of my friends told, no, you just apply for counseling. You never know what happens. So without any hope, I just applied for the counseling. I want only OMFS, and during choice filling also, I just filled OMFS. And first round, I didn't get anything. Second round, I didn't get anything. Then, to my surprise, I got OMFS from one GDC. Like, I was very happy. I jumped in joy. I told my mom I got a GDC, finally, my branch, my passion. So I shared with all of my friends. They also jumped in joy. The next day is INICET result. I was like... That time also I didn't tell any one of my friends that I gave INICET, because they also will know, what is this? Because they know that I won't get the seat. So they were like, they will not be interested. But I never told anyone that INICET result is coming tomorrow evening. So that time I was speaking with one of my friends, like I have to shift from place, I have to go clinic, etc. So one girl messaged me, the results are out. I was standing outside, my mom was inside. I thought, okay, I should not tell my mom, because if the result is bad, I will not tell her. So I just slowly came inside. I just checked my registration number. Then I went outside. when I saw initially, I got shocked because it was 59 after typing my registration. I was like, oh God, this time also it's gone. I have to move to that JTC. But it's a serial number. When I checked, scroll down, it was 5. And I didn't believe whether it's mine or some others. Then
That's great.
I checked the percentile. It was like 99.87. Then also I could not believe. I came back. I took my this hall ticket again. I checked twice or thrice. I checked whether it's my roll number. I called my mom, see whether it's both of these are correct. And she also told, yeah, it's correct. Then finally, I couldn't even believe because the previous day I got like one of I was very happy. The next day itself I got this INICET rank.
Like 2 consecutive days of, as you said, the dhamaka.
So everyone, I call my friends because by that time itself I told nearly 50 to 100 friends. I told very happy that I got this. Yeah, one of us finally. They're also very happy. But next day also I started calling them. I told them, "Hey, bye, I got this rank."
And they're like, "Did you?"
They're like, "What is this? What is this you are telling? How it's possible? Yeah, like that. There, God gave you abundance. Like it's like double dhamaka, and it's a huge surprise for me."
That's great, and you should thank Dr. Kim also for being with your journey.